Welcome back to another Afterpulse video. In this one, we're going to be doing a quick little update at the beginning here. I've been wanting to make this video for a minute now, and it has to do with the loadouts. And at some point, they added the ability to get more loadouts. I'm not even sure what the max number is, but we will find out very, very soon in this video. We're just going to be buying all of the possible loadout slots. I wanted to make a video about this just to kind of bring it to your attention. You might not have even realized. I know most of you guys have, but if you're like me, maybe you didn't realize that you could buy extra slots until somebody else pointed it out, or you just randomly happened to see it on this screen. And so we're gonna go ahead and buy these up. Looks like 10,000 cash. We should have enough to buy them all. All right, it's starting to cost gold. That's a little disappointing. But you see, yeah, so we got a new loadout there. It's got the little exclamation point. Apparently the default color is blue or whatever. I thought it would be like the clear color or no color that I have on my loadout 5 slot, but I guess that's what it looks like. So hopefully this doesn't get too expensive and we can actually afford them all. So it was 10,000 cash, then 15 gold. Now it's 22,500. That's a little bit weird. To be honest, they should just give them to you for free, but whatever. You've always had to buy more weapon slots and gear slots, so I guess it only makes sense. They gotta charge you for everything or something. I don't know. But there's another one. Now it goes up to 33, and I wonder, is there a max limit? There's gotta be a max limit at some point, right? Okay, we're up to 50,000 cash. I mean, I got almost 1,500 gold saved up. I'm trying to save up for the Tiger series, which may or may not have happened by the time you see this video. This will probably be one that I bank and put out when I'm a little more busy. So we'll buy another one, 50,000, and it does cap out there. So very, very weird, I gotta say. Changing between cash and gold, and they're like really weird values. 10,000, then 15 gold, then 22,500, then what was it, like 55 gold or something, and then 50,000 cash, I think, was just the last one. So really, really weird. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total loadout slots. And so I haven't really used this feature too much. It is a feature that I'm really glad they introduced. Obviously, it's one of the most highly requested features since the game first started, and by the time I'm making this video, it has been around for quite a while now. But I really haven't used it that much, which is kind of disappointing in my opinion. And so I'm trying to get more use out of it. And so based on how they've been running the updates lately with these sort of new seasons and new game modes and things like that, I've been breaking it down into those. Like I have a broken arrow setup, I have a dread survival setup. I guess you could see them here. There's my broken arrow with the threat weapon, dread survival. We got that good old sniper. Not really sure why I have a rocket launcher secondary. Maybe not the best choice, but that's easy enough to change. We got our winter warfare setup with the 6-star Alpine set, and then we got a gamma protocol setup. And if you guys have seen my recent videos, this has kind of become my go-to setup so far in that game mode. So as they make more seasons like this, I'll probably use these loadouts for that. But in the meantime, maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't. I honestly have no idea. Okay, so once you tap on them, I'm like, what's going on here? I was trying to get rid of those exclamation points. I guess when you tap on them, they go to the top. Now loadout 5 is like loadout 10. I don't know, I just added a random number there because it was named something before, and I stopped using that setup. So yeah, we'll try to start using these a bit more, hopefully get some use out of them. But I wanted to remind you guys that there are more loadout slots available in case you didn't realize, and that'll do it for this little update, and we'll jump into a couple games here to close out this video. Alright guys, we'll jump into some gameplay here, probably get 2 matches in this video. We're just going to be playing some Gamma Protocol with our, at least for now, our favorite setup. And I have not warmed up or anything. First game in actually probably like 2 days or so. So hopefully we do alright. That guy's lagging a little bit. We should be on a pretty good connection here. So I'm assuming that's on his end, not on our end. It is kind of interesting. I was playing on a bad connection recently, and in a way you almost kind of get an advantage for having a bad connection. In a way. Obviously it's I'd rather have a good connection. It's a much better experience and all the good stuff like that, but it was an interesting experience. Kind of can almost watch yourself almost teleport around, and people just kind of struggle to hit you a little bit. So it is interesting, but you know, nothing significant. I think it's still better overall, and whatever, for the sake of consistency, to have a better connection. And so yeah, just rocking my go-to setup here for Gamma Protocol. We got our 6-star Atom CQR, which we did max out finally, and should be a pretty good match. Just given that fact alone, this gun is still pretty good nowadays. Of course, we got the toxic weapons now, and apparently there's a Jester, or like Atom Jester version, coming pretty soon, so we'll see what that has in store. I know some people have shared the picture of it and things like that. I think some people might even have one. I'm not sure, but the picture is out there. I'm just bringing it up because I guess you could see the description for what the specific boost is. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe I'll throw it up in this video real quick. That should be a easy enough edit to make. Pretty sure I saw somebody there. Yeah, let's go, dude. I like just saw his elbow sticking out. But what I'm trying to say is that there's even more CQR editions nowadays, and the Atom edition still holds up just fine. So now that it is 6-star max tier, will just be that much better compared to our past gameplays with the 6-star here that wasn't maxed out. You know, slight difference obviously, but a difference nonetheless. And we got our, whatever this guy is called, MK330GL, I believe. Been trying to get back into the grenade launcher gameplay. I love it so much. Been hitting some crazy snipes again. I know you're gonna call BS on it because I wasn't recording for all of them, but hopefully we can get some in the future here on video for you guys. You know, I had one pretty significant one back in the day, kind of a across the map. It was all pure luck, but across the map on Train Yard, the old Train Yard. So that's in a video somewhere. I think it's super old, like back in 2016. So you go to my channel, go to all videos, and then you can sort by oldest to newest. So it should be, once you're sorted in that kind of reverse order, it should be relatively towards the top. I think it's called, like, it was when I first got the 6-star PMC Mountain Vest, and I was stoked on that back in the day. And so I think it's that video. It's still called like 6-star PMC Mountain Vest plus Epic GL Snipe or something like that. That's really the main one that we got on video. Probably a couple good shots in random videos throughout the years. Definitely should have won this game, but you know, as it goes, a lot of them happen to be when I'm not recording. So we hit some really awesome shots yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't remember when I last played, but hopefully we can get some on video, man. Trying to get my feel back for the GL, especially playing on a different device nowadays. I had a couple different devices over the last year or so. Went from the iPhone SE to try the iPad mini, which performance is pretty terrible on that guy. I know some of you guys out there play on that. I don't know how you do it. I mean, it's just choppy all around. Even on the iPad mini 4, I heard some of you guys playing on like the iPad mini 2. I can't honestly imagine doing that. Just throwing it out there, man. Definitely try a new device if you can. I realize you can't just go buy a new device based on, you know, whatever factors. Not everybody can do that, but if you can afford it, I definitely recommend it. But we've tried those devices. We've tried the iPad, I think 6th generation, just standard iPad, 9.7 inch. And now we're on the iPhone XR here. I'd love to try the iPad Pro in the future. I'd love to try the iPhone XS Max. I think it should be slightly better than the XR here. And I might get that slightly better display with the OLED screen, but I think you also get slightly less battery life. And that's one of the main reasons, other than price. Price was probably my #1 factor, but other than that, I chose the XR for the longer battery life, which I mean, no complaints on the battery life here. So taking a minute to connect matchmaking. You're currently in the queue for Gamma Protocol. I can show you my loadout here. And yeah, I think I was talking about those devices just to kind of throw out that I'm getting used to a new device. It's not much different really compared to, say, the iPhone SE. You know, hitting those GL shots, but it's just a little bit different. You get used to it relatively quickly. But there's a 6-star max. I've had that guy for a while. We do have the matching 6-star, so we can make the 7-star basically whenever we want, whenever we get more 6-star burners, but I'm just really not inclined to. It'll probably be one of my last 7-stars that I make. You guys have heard me talk about it before. Basically, long-term strategy here is just really focus on acquiring 6-stars of all the weapons, then maxing out those 6-stars, and make 7-stars when we have the extra burners, when we really feel the need to. Like live on stream, I made a bunch of threat 7-star weapons. I probably would not have made those if it wasn't live on stream. I just did it because it'd be some extra entertainment and things like that. But overall, we're just maxing out all of our 6-stars, collecting every piece that we can, and then so eventually, long term, we'll have basically every 6-star maxed with the matching 6-star ready to evolve in the game, and then it'll only be a matter of getting the burners, getting the extra 6-star burners, and once we do that, we'll have basically every 7-star in the game. So that's the long-term plan. Who knows how it'll actually go down, if I'll even be playing the game that long. I mean, I've been playing this long, so I'm assuming I will. Alright, big stick is coming down here. We're gonna catch him. If we don't die, we're going down. Dang it, that was stupid on my part. Really stupid on my part. I waited for my health to go up a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking. Trying to figure out my commentary strategy for this video. Don't really have a plan, just jumping into some gameplay. Had that little update at the beginning on the loadout slots, so definitely check that out if you haven't. And I might even make a separate video on this, but I think the best way to use your loadout slots is to focus on putting gear sets in there. Like, don't necessarily worry about what weapons you have equipped in your loadout slots, because weapons can be just changed with, you know, a couple taps. It's really not much at all. Even if it's both primary and secondary, it can be changed relatively quickly. And so I would focus on just putting gear sets that you like in your loadouts. Like you might want the Skull Trickster set, put that there, so basically you can get the most bang for your buck with these loadouts if you use them to swap your gear, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. Pretty simple concept. Obviously with changing gear, you got 3 different pieces. That's like having to equip 3 different weapons, you know? As obvious and stupid as that sounds. When you equip the weapon, it's just one thing to change a couple of taps and you're done. When you want to change your gear set, you know, it's 3 different pieces. There's might be harder to scroll through the gear list and find exactly what you want. All that good stuff, so that's kind of my best way for getting the most out of your loadout slots. Maybe that helps. Maybe that's what you guys are already doing. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know how you're using your loadout slots, what your go-to setups are, things like that in the comments below. If you got ideas for future videos, let me know. Hearing some of your loadout ideas will always give me ideas for new videos. Trying to heal up a little bit. This new update is mad glitchy whenever you're against the wall. You saw it there, like as I was turning from left to right. And it's even like, not even when just your back is against the wall, even when your front is facing the wall. Like I'll do it here. Of course it doesn't show up now. Yeah, like right there. Like see that huge glitch? That's super annoying. I think it's been happening just since the latest update. Or since the Gamma Protocol update, I should say, since they've released some smaller updates with like minor bug fixes as far as I know. Come on, there we go, there we go. How should I play this guy? Here we go, here we go. Alright, yes, let's go, let's go. We just won the game because of that. Let's go, dude. That was so clutch. At least we got one victory here, 50% in this video. 1 win, 1 loss. Solid game at the end, 12-3. You see, I mean, Big Stick, very good player, long-time player. Deadeye Bone, pretty sure I've seen him before. Obviously 3v2, we did have the advantage there, just in numbers, but this gear setup's not bad, man. Definitely not bad. I think with the 2-piece Tyrant set, you get like stun and stopping power protection. We'll take a quick look here. Let's see, blind stun and stopping power. There's only 1P there, but that's a huge bonus, especially for a 2-piece set. Like, you guys are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like that should be in the 3-piece set bonus category. I'm not complaining. I think it's absolutely fine the way it is. Don't change it. Absolutely do not change it. But that's a pretty powerful boost for a 2-piece set bonus, in my opinion. Just throwing it out there. Not advocating for change, nothing like that. Leave it the way it is. We get that portability boost and decent portability to begin with. 910 with the Atom series here, which we have with our CQR as well as our MK330, which actually has faster portability, 560 compared to this CQR, which is 520. So you might not even think to do that, but if you want to run even faster, you could switch to your secondary with this particular loadout. And then the AWD 2017 Praetorian helmet. You can tell that this works with the Atom set, which is actually very interesting since it only says AWD 2017 on the right. But you could test that out to see if you get stun, blind, and stopping power protection, which I'll probably make a separate video on that. But as far as I know, it still works with the Atom gear, so we do have a 2-piece Atom set here. I wonder actually if you could mix and match different gear sets. I'm just going to leave that out there. We'll try to close out this video. I don't want to talk for 5 minutes looking at the menu screen. Try to keep it action-packed, mainly focus on the gameplay. But there's a vest I was wearing, and yeah, now that's running through my mind. I wonder if you can mix match other gear, even if it doesn't say that it matches with the set, like skinned versions of different gear. That's gonna be really interesting. Let me know if you guys figure anything out with that. But there's another 3-star piece of crap. Not complaining, we'll take it, but working on maxing out this guy. I'm just kind of going down the line of my 6 stars, more or less randomly maxing them out. And so the ST3C Owl 6-star here is our next one. Get that guy up to level 31. And the ST3C, in case you're wondering, is pretty much completely useless nowadays. I don't know if they nerfed it at some point, but it's definitely worse than it was like a year or 2 ago. It used to be one of my favorites, especially the AWD 2016 version, but I will call it there. Just some gameplay. Hopefully the going over the loadouts helped you in some way, shape, or form. Very interesting the way that they costed a little bit of cash, a little bit of gold, just kind of weird amounts, but hopefully you got something out of that. Hopefully it helped you, and hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll catch you guys on. And real quick before you go, you guys know the deal. We got to shout out one of our affiliates here on Gaming Willis. If you sign up for privacy.com using my link, check out the description below for that. You'll get $5 in credit to use anywhere online. That includes in-app purchases in games like Afterpulse. You really can't go wrong with it. Completely free to sign up. All you gotta do is link your bank account, and it's got some other uses as well, like just keeping your credit card information safe, things like that online. You can create virtual credit cards to use via privacy. Very, very cool. Super useful for recurring subscriptions like Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, anything like that that you might want to try out for a month or two and then maybe cancel, and maybe you'll forget to cancel and get charged for an extra month. With privacy.com, you can set a spend limit on your virtual cards here, and then you will never get charged for a month that you intended to cancel. So definitely check it out. Can't go wrong. You'll help support me, and you also get $5 free in your account to spend anywhere online. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.